Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Now Mayfield. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now Baker going to change it up. 3rd and long for Mayfield. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Tariq Carpenter. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Joseph now to have the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. That's into the hands of Chosen. And he is going to have a Lions first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Hey, alert, alert! Alert, alert!
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 4. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
Now a give running left is Nwangu. And they can't bring him down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 108 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
And he's got it. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Come on, come on. Hey.
They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kene Nwangu taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Joseph connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Mayfield down. That is caught by Laporta. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now they're in the hurry-up. Baker changing the play at the line.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mayfield on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 48 yards. They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. And now an audible here into something else. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side
and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And now here is another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get that complete to Albert O. Down the right sideline. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. On the give is Nwangu. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Joseph on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
70. Lions nothing. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter and a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. There he goes left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. They held him in check in the 1st half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the 1st half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Now a toss play to Gibbs. Down to about the 37.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down at the 34. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense through the shutout, Adam. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, I'll put a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Minnesota, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.